Hey, I'm Tom, and this is Prima Facie, where we cut through the noise and talk about what becomes obvious once you stop repeating slogans. Over the next few videos, I'm going to lay out something really important. Life is harder than it used to be, and it's not by accident. Don't worry, I'm not just here to rant or be cynical. This isn't going to be all doom and gloom. There's a point, and there's a direction. And by the end of this series, you're going to see how we got here, why people don't notice it, and what we could actually do to fix it. But first, we need to be honest about where we are now. For most Americans, life is getting harder, steadily, quietly, and across the board. We're told the economy is booming, stocks are up, unemployment's low. But for the bottom 90%, that story doesn't match reality. Because when you zoom in, you see something else. Wages are flat, housing is unaffordable, healthcare is a financial gamble, and the cost of simply existing, it's exhausting. Let's start with housing. A generation ago, a single income could support a modest home. Today, even 2 full-time jobs aren't enough to cover the rent. Homeownership, the core of middle-class security, is slipping out of reach. And those who rent, they're one bad month away from eviction. How about healthcare? Same story there. In theory, we have the best care in the world. In practice, people avoid the doctor because they're afraid of the bill. One ambulance ride, one surprise charge, one out-of-network specialist that you didn't ask for, and suddenly, you're in debt for years. Medical bankruptcy is now a middle-class problem, and it keeps getting worse every single year. Now add childcare onto that. Working parents are paying more than their rent just to keep their kids safe during the day. And summer, forget it, camps and programs can cost thousands. And for middle-aged adults, it's not just their kids, it's their parents. Elder care is unaffordable too. Nursing homes, home health aides, even basic support. You're sandwiched between generations with no safety net. We used to say, hey kid, go to college. That's the ticket. But now, college is a trap. Tuition has exploded. Student debt has exploded. And the payoff? A customer service job, a mountain of debt, and a diploma collecting dust, all while that interest keeps piling up. Young adults are drowning before they even start. They're delaying everything, homes, families, and worst of all, hope. And after all that, what's waiting at the end of this long, hard road? Retirement? Well, good luck. Pensions are gone. They were replaced by 401k systems that shift all the risk onto us. And guess what? People aren't saving enough. Not because they're reckless, but because there's just nothing left to save. Millions of older Americans are working well past retirement age. It's not by choice, it's by necessity. They need to pay for the basics of food and shelter, and it's the only way to do it. You already know all this. The American dream has been dying a slow death for decades. Hard work just no longer guarantees stability. It barely guarantees survival anymore. And people are tired, not just financially, but emotionally. We're asking them to carry burdens that previous generations just didn't have to carry. And when they can't do it, we just tell them they're not trying hard enough. This isn't about politics. It's about honesty. Millions of people are quietly unraveling. They're not okay, and they haven't been for a really long time. It's time we stop pretending the system is working, because for most people, it's not. And while everything I just said is obvious when you lay it out, many people still don't see it clearly, because the decline, it's been slow and gradual. It's the boiling frog analogy. Each year, it just gets a little bit worse. Not bad enough to jump, but bad enough to keep eroding your life. We're being boiled, and we're pretending it's fine. But like I said, this isn't just doom and gloom. I'm going somewhere with this, because it can get better. Not through slogans and not through blame, but by waking up a sleepwalking public to what really happened and how we can turn it around. If this all feels heavy, then that's okay, because it should. This is really important. Stick with me. Future videos are going to connect all these dots, and we're going to make the case for real change. Change that actually helps people like you. In the next video, we're going to ask the big question: how the heck did we get here? Because this didn't just happen. It wasn't random. It wasn't inevitable. It was constructed. Not as some organized conspiracy, but through short-sighted decisions that benefited specific interests over the course of decades. And once you see that clearly, you'll never look at the system the same way again. I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe.